we're back on Smells Like 90's Rock. It's Hot Toddy and DJ P.O.R.C. What is that sound? You hear that?
What sound?
It stopped now. It was like,
Can't hear it.
It stopped now. I don't know. So I was picking my nose in the car the other day.
Okay.
It was in the parking lot of my apartment complex, and I was just sitting there, and I just
You just had the urge.
No, I was listening. I got home and I was listening to Howard Stern because I didn't hear the full show that day, and so I was just listening to him, and I looked in the mirror there, flared open my nostrils and saw Kingdom, and I decided to destroy it. So I went straight in like knucks deep. I mean,
okay.
I like fisted my whole nose. Like I was digging for gold. And then freaking maintenance guy comes by on a golf cart, and and I'm thinking, so I stop digging while he's doing that. But then he stops right in front of my car and goes to my neighbor's apartment to work on something. So that was this big scene, and my apartment, and my neighbor comes out and everything. So now there's this big scene in front of my car, and I can't continue knucks deep in my nose. So I had.
What do you mean? There's a big scene?
I mean, there's just people now out front, and I can't go back to picking my nose. I can't go back to picking my nose.
Well,
I just realized how absurd the story is. But I couldn't continue, and I was literally irritated.
You could have been brave.
No, I just literally irritated. It's like, I can't continue this, and I had a boogie situation going on.
You could have been brave and just done it.
No, I had a boogie situation, and I couldn't take care of it because people. So I had to go inside, and then I got a Kleenex when I went in there because I didn't have any Kleenex in my car. So I was like, it was either all or nothing. So I just went, knucks deep, and
should have got out of the car, stood in front of the maintenance man, and done it.
It just been like, hey, and just started going.
That's what you
take a look at this.
What you do for getting in my way.
That's the highlight of some of my days now. Is just picking my nose. It's just look, we all have dreams,
right?
And
you dream the impossible dream, and it came true.
I dreamed it.
You pictured your nose in front of the maintenance man.
My dream is to pick my nose in peace, and then maintenance dude comes rolling in on a golf cart. Which, by the way, I would take. You hear it now?
Yeah, I hear it.
What is that?
I don't know.
Killing me. I would take any job if it offered a golf cart. If I was going to get to drive around in a golf cart all day.
Are you sure? Are you sure you would take that job?
Well, let me
think that one through.
Let me ask you. You work in a kitchen. Do you get to drive a golf cart?
No, I don't.
Thank you. There it is. So I wouldn't take your job because there's no golf cart.
Right.
Give us a call now, 974-2535.
Talk to you.
I'll talk to him. If there's a job that had a golf cart, whatever the job may be, would you take it just because it had a golf cart?
That one, I think I told this story when I talked to that girl. I was just walking around my apartment complex one day.
Yeah.
This was a few years ago.
Yeah.
I saw a girl crying.
Oh, that's right, and you comforted her. I remember this.
Well, yeah. Oh, comforted. She kind of screamed out why she was so upset.
She was very upset. Yes.
Yeah, she sort of screamed it out.
Right.
And at one point she's like, I think she said, I'm a bad bitch. She said, I'm a bad bitch. I ride around the golf carts on the campus all day.
See?
Yeah.
See? You are a bad bitch if you drive around in a golf cart.
Yeah, but then she started going into how she lost her virginity to a guy who was addicted to pills.
That's less good.
Yeah, that's less good.
That's not good. Yeah.
And then she kept saying I kept trying to say nice things to her, and every time I would end it, she would immediately start off with the phrase, "You don't understand."
You don't understand.
And
well,
and then just go into a little semi-drunken rant. The worst was she said she lost her virginity. I'm like, well, you know what? You got to just put the past behind you. And she's like, you don't understand. He's the only one I've let into this. And she like motioned at her, and she just kind of motioned at her junk.
I remember that story.
Yeah.
It's so awkward, but so funny. But golf carts, she's a bad bitch. Our maintenance dude is a bad bitch. She drives around in that golf cart, gets to have fun, and he can just inadvertently interrupt somebody's nose picking, and it's no problem. It's fine.
I kind of follow that old axiom, like a drunk person's words is that same sober person's thoughts.
Yeah.
So in her head, while she is sober, she's thinking, while she's driving around on a golf cart. I'm a bad bitch.
I'm a bad bitch.
She's driving around on UT.
She thinks she has
campus,
made it.
driving a golf cart.
But you know
she was
what?
only like 19 or 20.
But you know what?
What?
Do we have proof that they haven't made it? You and I don't drive around in a golf cart at our jobs.
No.
So maybe they have.
I obviously have not made it.
Maybe we've not made it. And
obviously.
I just came to the realization. You know, I should
That
tell
we're
you.
musing about golf carts on open air?
No, but you know, the website thing wasn't the only thing that happened today. That was great. They also get me some business cards because of my position, and lots of cool things. And then the first thing I popped on here was talking about picking my nose.
Yep. Way to represent your brand, Hot Toddy.
I didn't say I did it at Star. It was outside my apartment.
Well,
After I got home from Star, but I went digging for gold when I got home. What do you do when you get home? That's right. You don't drive around in a golf cart because you know what? You're not a bad bitch.
because I don't have a golf cart.
Yeah. And if you had one, then you know what you'd be.
I'm down with the rest of the common folk who don't have golf carts.
We non-golf carters are proud people.
Exactly. We're a humble race of people.
We are very humble. We got the best race. We got the best people.
I don't know. I never saw her again after that, thankfully.
It's almost as if she didn't exist.
No, she existed. She was there crying and screaming in that parking lot.
Yeah.
Why did I stop?
Because you're a nice guy. That's why.
I could have just kept walking.
No, that's not DJ P.O.R.C. DJ P.O.R.C.
She
stops and helps a lady out.
I guess, but she's like, yeah, at the very end of it, she at least said, I kind of feel better now. Thanks for talking to me.
See,
but at that point, I was ready to leave. So
you made her night. You helped her out.
Well, she asked me which apartment I lived in, and I
that's not the one. Sorry.
What?
That wasn't the one I was trying to hit. Go ahead. Sorry.
She asked me which apartment I lived in, so I kind of told her the wrong one. I was like, well, wait, no, I didn't. I told her the right one, and right after I was like, I should have told her something else.
You made her now. You made her happy. Oh.
And she probably didn't remember me the next day.
Probably not.
Probably
even.
not.
One more. Oh.